Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Joe Barber. I just wrapped up my birthday today. 41 years old, and overall, it was a good day, but came to a realization of a lot of stuff, man. Like, I think, as positive as a positive person that I try to be, you still got to deal with life, and you still got to deal with decisions and the repercussions of choices that you've made daily. And what I want to share with y'all right now, while I'm still processing, is that you really have to learn how to let go of things that you're afraid of losing. Because if you hold on to something too hard, man, and then you lose it, it'll it'll be the end of you. Like, it'll cause your demise and your destruction. And whether it's relationships, whether it's friendships, whether it's your biggest fears of losing someone, like your family members or whatever. I think we have to deal with our fears, and God will provide a way, man. Like, I feel like sometimes I was always afraid of losing someone in my life, whether it's friends or in a relationship, or having you want certain people to support you, you want certain people to love you, you want certain people to be there for you, but you don't know what they're going through. And your definition of loyalty and your definition of support and your definition of, like, whatever, it may be very different from them. And I advise you to get to know yourself. And what I mean by that is, ask yourself questions, and figure out what you want in life. Like, what do you really want out of life? Like, why are you here? um, don't just fall to the cycle of living every day and just watching boxing or football, or just existing. um, really figure out why you're here, and the people that you love and the people that are there. Not everyone's going to be 100% loyal to you, and not everyone that says they love you really understands what love is. They have their own definition of love, whether they learned it from their parents or they learned it from TV or movies or whatever. I'm telling you, a lot of people have a different definition of love, and there has to be a foundation of what you believe and understanding who you are. And if you want to attract those kind of people in your life, you have to be that person, right? You want loyalty, you want people to be loyal to you, you have to be loyal. You want people to be honest with you, you have to be honest. Um, if you want, whatever from somebody else, you have to put that same effort, that same kind of quality out of your own. And these are things that I'm learning myself in my life. There's a lot of times where I've wanted to give up, or I'm living in the, like right now, I'm going through a level of discomfort because I'm in an area in my life where it's the unknown. I've never been in this position to where I'm going through my finances, I'm going through my emotional, disconnecting from whoever, I thought was going to be there for the rest of my life. Whether it's friends or whether it's, in relationships. Um, when I'm going through my spiritual journey, and I ask the universe, I ask God, I say, what do you want from me? What should I do? This is what I'm dealing with. This is what I want. And I say it, like, I talk to God and I tell God what I want, and I tell the universe what I want. I want to become wealthy, not to the sense of like I want to be this billionaire. That's not what I want. I want to be able to make enough money to be able to change lives and also change my family's life. And I'm willing to work for it. What are you willing to sacrifice, though? Is the question. You don't get something for nothing. You have to give something up, whether it's your time, your talent. What are you exchanging for that? And that's what it all comes down to. Like I said, whatever you put out, if you want loyalty, you gotta be that. If you want to make money, then you gotta find a way to attract the money to you. Like, You can't just sit there and think about it and be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna have all this money. Like, no, man, you gotta take the proper steps. You have to understand money, and that's why I say, previous videos, I tell y'all to read about it, because the more you understand how money works, the more you can position yourself, whether it's fixing your credit, whether it's establishing your business credit, whether it's building up a business, staying busy, and not have bad spending habits. Don't spend money on stuff that you know is not going to make you money. And you have to understand what liabilities are. And once you understand what that means, what a liability is, then you're going to be able to spend your money right. And then you won't have to be on that hamster wheel of going in circles trying to, be this whatever that we think while we're kicking ass and we're working hard, but we're on that wheel, and it's like every week there's always something that we got to pay, something that takes our money, so you never feel like you're getting ahead. And in my life, man, like I do want what's best for me. I want what's best for my family, and it's hard. Believe me, man, it's hard. It's very hard because it takes a lot of discipline and it takes a lot of sacrifice. Like, it's the end of my birthday, and a lot of people told me happy birthday, and a lot of people called me, and it felt great. It feels good to know that people care about you. And it's like that one saying, you want to give people their roses while they're still alive, and tell them how much of a difference they make in your life. And I appreciate that, and I feel like I still haven't put out my best. I still feel like I have so much more to do, and I still feel like I can accomplish more. And I am, and I'm chasing my dreams, and I'm pushing, and I'm doing my best. Um, but you're gonna have a lot of lonely nights, and there's gonna be a lot of days where people are gonna let you down, man. People that you think got your back, they don't even got themselves figured out. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want you to take it personal. A lot of people don't even love themselves, and some people, you think that they got it together, they don't got it together. They got a lot of stuff that's wrong with them. And until you have that deep discussion with them, then you'll realize how broken people are. And you know I've been one to, like, I've been I deal with I've been dealing with panic attacks. I've never had panic attacks my whole life, but I think during this COVID thing, for some reason, I started triggering these panic attacks, and I don't know how I allowed them to happen. Like, I have no idea how it would be, right? But now I can control it. Now I feel it when it's gonna happen. Excuse me. And so there was a way out of it, and I figured it out by researching, of course. I looked it up, and I started, trying to figure out how I can control my thoughts a little bit better, and be able to not need any, like, drug or anything like that to kind of calm me down. And it's a lot of meditation, a lot of listening to different frequencies that help you heal. Um, I think that plays a vital role in me keeping myself not too high, not too low, right in the middle. No matter what I accomplish, I try to keep myself just right in the middle. And I just wanted to share that with y'all, that regardless of what you want to be and who you want to become, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. You're gonna have some lonely nights, like I said, man, and you're gonna feel betrayed by some people. Some people are not gonna support you that you thought would support you. Some people are gonna turn their back on you. Some people are gonna disrespect you. Some people are gonna lie to your face and make it seem like you're the one that's the problem, but it's really them. So you're gonna have to deal with that. So I would tell you to deal with your emotions a lot, and try to teach yourself. Like I said, you got to learn to let go of things that you're afraid of losing, because when you let go of them mentally and you detach from them, if you were to lose them, it's like not being afraid to die. And I'm not saying that, you know I don't I'm not saying that anybody wants to, but you can't fear it, because even if you were fearing it, what is that gonna do for you? It's not gonna it's not gonna add another day to your life. It's not gonna make things easier. Um, and it's like you have to welcome it, and you have to welcome those things in life that you're afraid of losing. You have to be ready to let it go. Whether you lose some money, whether you lose some time, whether you lose a relationship, whatever it may be, you have to accept it. And just, because if you don't, man, I promise you, I see how a lot of people. I lost one of my cousins to violence, right? And he was struggling with his baby mama, and it sucks because he was one of my favorite cousins that I was close to. But he, I was having an episode. He did not want to separate from his baby mama, and so he had a knife, and he was claiming that he was gonna commit suicide or whatever. So he was really like not doing well. They ended up calling the cops, and the cops showed up, and they were trying to get him to, come out of the house and whatever. And then, well, and it ended up being that he stood up when the cops went to the door, and because he had a knife in his hand, that he wasn't waving at the cops, he just had it in his hand because he was claiming that he was going to kill himself. They shot my cousin and he passed away. And what sucks is that his brother was my other cousin, which is his brother, was a police officer. And they were like, "Oh man, if y'all would have just told us that his brother was a police officer, we would have done all." It's like, nah, bro. There's other ways that y'all can handle these things. But of course, when we talk about police violence, I'm not saying all cops are bad, but what I'm saying is when you don't control your emotions, man, it could lead to your demise, and it sucks. And I've felt a lot of pain in my life, and I never knew how to channel it. I never knew how to control it. I never knew what it even means. Like, why do we feel pain? Like, why does that happen? What is my mind telling my heart, and what is my heart telling my body, and what is my body telling my mind? Like, there's a lot of communication and a lot of energy being moved around. But if you don't learn how to control it, it'll cause you to do some damage to yourself. It'll cause you to make bad decisions. It'll cause you to freak out. It'll cause you to do a lot of things. So I wanted to get on, and in my life, man, I want to do great things. I really try to stay positive. I really want to be the best father, the best, supporter, the best husband. If I ever get married again, I want to be the best brother, the best everything, like it. But there's only so much I can do, and there's only so much of me that I can pour out. So I have to do what's right for Joe, and I have to make the decisions to do what's right for the people around me. And I really do. I try hard to be that guy, you know what I'm saying? But I'm learning to love myself. I'm learning to believe in myself. I'm learning that I'm only one person and I can only do so much. And I trust that God is going to put the right people in my life. I really believe that wholeheartedly. I feel like when I call out to the universe to help me, like, this is what I want. I want these things. I want to be successful. I want my schools to be successful. I want to be able to purchase a house. I want to be able to purchase multiple homes. I want to have multiple streams of income. I want to be able to have this much money. And it's not about the flex, man. I promise you, I've put over 20 years into like cutting hair and being great at it. I've mastered it. And I want to master the business aspect. I want to pay my taxes every year. I want to invest money. I want to be able to make money off of investments. I want to learn about how these things work, because I know how my clippers work. I know how my razors work. I know how my combs work. I know how my sprays, I know all that because I've been doing it so much and I focus on that so much. Now I got to take that same energy and focus on money and how to manage it, how to spend it, how to save it, how to pay taxes, how to get write-offs, how, like, all that stuff, fixing my credit, building my business credit. Do I have an S corp? Should I stay LLC? Should I, like, all these things I'm capable of doing. It's already in me. I just got to figure it out. And you can figure it out. You can figure out your life and you can figure out what you want to do. But you have to have the discipline. You have to have the belief. You have to have the faith. And you have to be making the right choices constantly, man. And there's going to be a time when you're going to need people. And the right people are going to step up. God's going to send them to you. And there's going to be some people that you feel that are going to look out for you, and they're not. Because, not to their own fault, but they don't even know what the hell they're doing. They don't even know why they're alive. They don't know what their purpose is. And they might not have that vision. They might not have that dream. They might not have that ambition. So they play a small role. And maybe they're just meant to play the outfield and catch the fly ball every now and then. And that's it. That's all the role they do. They're not a hitter. They're not a closer. They're not a pitcher. They're not like, they can't do all that. They got one job. All I can do is catch the fly ball, and that's it. So you got to learn how to use that part of them, and don't give them a bigger role until they're ready for it. And you got to be able to distinguish that. So, but my message today to you is this, man. Just figure out who you are. Figure out what you believe and why you're here. And if you want to be successful at anything in life, it's going to take a lot of discipline. But you really got to know why you're here. Don't cut hair because you think you're going to make all this money. Don't be a basketball player if you don't love it. If you don't feel like that's what you're created to do, then don't do that and pursue it wholeheartedly if you're not going to be in love with it. You know, it's not going to be fulfilling. And you can't blame the ball. You can't blame the game. That's on you. If you don't love the game like that, that's on you. It has nothing to do with the game. The game has been around for 100 years. So, you know, it's evolved and all that. But when it comes to putting the blame on somebody or trying to figure it out, it's all in you, man. And you got to figure out what's inside of you and why you're here. So I just want to say, man, I want everyone out there to be blessed. I want everyone to be successful. And having a lot of money is not the answer. I'm telling you right now, it's not. But if you use it right, if you use the money and you manage it right, it makes a big difference, man. It empowers you to be able to have the freedom to live the life that you want to live. If you want to visit schools, if you want to do whatever you want to do, that's cool. And I'm telling you, man, it's very empowering when you find out why you're here and you believe in yourself. Ain't no feeling like that, man. When you love yourself that much and you know what kind of people you want around you and what people you want to hang out with, what people you want to talk to, your whole life changes. And you're more about truth and honesty and loyalty and all these great things that we overlook nowadays because we're willing to do whatever it takes to get the bag. But then what are you going to do when you get the bag? Flex? Come on, man. We're not here for that, man. So I want to empower people to do better, man. I feel like I'm put on this earth to be able to do that. And if I was able to help one person with this video, I promise you, man, it makes me happy. And all I'm doing is working towards my dream. Once my school is fully functioning, I'm telling you, man, I'm trying to do it like Paul Mitchell's. That's the thing. If I don't even know what haircuts Paul Mitchell's ever done. I don't know nothing about what haircut he's ever created. All I know is that this dude's face and his name carries a lot of weight, and I feel like I can do that. I feel like I've created a lot of different haircuts, a lot of different portraits, a lot of different designs. I've impacted so much. So I'm like, man, if he could do it, why can't I do it? Because I'm Mexican or Hispanic or whatever. Like I don't see those as barriers. I see those as hurdles, but not barriers. So I think I believe I can do it. So I'm gonna go for it, and that's just what I'm gonna do. And it's a daily thing, man. Go to sleep, wake up, and I have the same vision, the same dream to accomplish the same things. And I write them down, I meditate on them, I manifest them, and I just keep pushing. So that's what I'm gonna keep doing. And some people are gonna be on the ride, and some people are gonna get off. And you gotta be cool with it. Some people are not gonna be around, and some people get off, and then they want to get back on later on because they're like, "Damn, man, I messed up. I wasn't in my right mind. I was dealing with this, dealing with that, and I made the wrong choice." And it's like, all right, cool. Forgive and forget, and let's keep pumping. And then, who knows? They might get off the ride again if it gets too bumpy. So, I want you to know, man, that I really believe that all of us have a gift. All of us have a choice. So if you want to be great at something, be great, but be disciplined and believe in yourself, man. Believe in yourself. All right, man. I'm about to go to sleep. I was planning on going out and having a good time with my friends, but that's not gonna help me get to where I want to be. So I just wanted to put out this video while I was in the moment, and I just wanted to share with y'all. I know I'm not all hyped up. I've had a long day. It's a great day, but it's also a bittersweet day. So I have to deal with that and control my emotions and make the best decisions for me, for my family, and for the people that I love and care about. That's my barbers and opening my school and getting all that stuff done. And like I said, some people are going to come out of your life and you just got to let it go. And you can't let it break you. You can't let it destroy you. If you got big dreams and you got big goals, like I said, some people are going to jump off the ride, bro. And you can't put it on them. You can't even blame them because they might not even know what they want out of life. So why are they going to sign with you and keep pushing with you? So anyway, man. All right, y'all stay blessed and y'all stay faded.